Princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we have some tigers and leopards in the form of the 2023 holiday collection from Guerlain. I am so glad to have you with me. Don't forget that you can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and on Threads. But we have a lot to do right now on YouTube. That's right, the Guerlain Holiday 2023 collection. I have picked up the Guerlain Ombres G879 Glittery Tiger palette and the Terracotta Golden Leopard Bronzing Powder. We're going to talk about them all, swatch them in two different lights, and I am going to attempt to do a slightly out of my comfort zone look. Now, when I say slightly out of my comfort zone look, that is because Violette, the creative director of Guerlain, hopefully you know who she is, a remarkable talent. Sometimes her color stories are a little daring for a neutral lover such as me, but I kind of have an idea already, which is rare for me, of what I want to do with this as we go in. So let's start by looking at some swatches, and then we can kind of get this show on the road. Everything will be down below in the description bar, and when you purchase from anything listed in the description bar, the retailer, not you, just the retailer, feeds a little bit back to this channel, and it's a great way to support this channel without really having to do anything but purchase your favorite makeup products. And while you're down there in the description bar sniffing around, make sure you check out the link to be a private member in this channel. It is $3.99 a month, and we have weekly scandalous lives. We have way too much fun over there. We would love to see you there too. Okay, so we're going to take a look here and do some swatches. Look at this color story. This is the $90, it's pricey, Ombres G879 Glittery Tiger. It is inspired by the animal kingdom. Definite like safari prints there. And yes, if you are a fan, we've been talking about this a lot. If you are a fan of the included brushes, believe it or not, in luxury palettes, this one does indeed have two of them. I am learning to like them more because they're having a moment right now. I still prefer my Japanese feud brushes, but these are having a moment and they are included. So that is $90, pricey, but it's a luxury item. And then we also have the Terracotta Golden Leopard Bronzing Powder. This is $59. This is an exclusive shade for the holidays. And it is we're going to bronze with it and kind of blush with it too. I do have to point out a few things on this. First of all, there is a little bit of a scent that does wear away, but it is there. Guerlain is a perfume house, so I tend to forgive them of that, but I did want to mention that to my migraine and allergy sufferers. And this does have that little bit of a fragrance. The other thing is, if I can zoom in on it, there is a gold overlay making a leopard type print, and that was in the middle as well, and it does wear off with kind of one swipe, so it's very pretty, but it is an overspray, so it's not really like there's gold and bronzing powder here. That gold is gone in one swipe. It was in the middle there too, and I touched it for the swatch and it was gone. Okay, so we're going to do a blush and kind of bronze look with this. I just wanted to see what we can get out of this. And like I said, I actually have something planned for this. Let's look at some swatches in two different lights. We're going to start here in studio light, and we're going to look at everything as it is laid out in the palette with the obviously eyeshadow palette on one side and the bronzing powder on the other side. I really love a nice Guerlain bronzer. I like a highlighter too. This one's kind of highlighty though, really. It has a really pretty movement to this bronzing powder, I think. Now, we can see it best, however, when we take it into some natural lighting. So let's look at those same swatches on my arm outside in the California sunshine. Take a look there and see what you think. Really, really, really pretty. This appears in pan like a yellow, but when it's applied, it's truly quite beautifully bright and golden, and I really like it. Okay, we are going to first start by getting something on my face. I'm feeling a bit pale as I try to stay out of the sun. It's still really hot and sunny here in sunny California. So let's use this a little bit. I don't have anything on my cheeks at all. I have my base done, but that's it. This is the new What's Up Beauty highlight brush, and we're going to kind of use it to just bronze and give a little color to my face. And I'm just kind of going in. Again, I am hit a little bit by the scent. And as you'll see, yes, I'm going onto the cheeks, and I'm also just kind of hitting kind of around the face. I'm going to warm my face up with it, and I'm also going onto the cheeks a bit, almost like a little bit of a deep blush. Because it has a little bit, as you can see as I apply it, it kind of is taking on a little bit of a red hue. There's a little bit of a red base to this bronzing powder, and I think normally I would just go ahead and bronze with it, but I kind of thought it might be fun to use it as a blush too, and I'm not regretting that. I kind of like it. Can you do this with all bronzers? No, but the ones that have a little bit of a ruddy red base to it, you can, and I think this brush kind of did it all. I could also highlight, but maybe we can highlight with one of these shades. This little bit of a pink shade here might be kind of a pretty little highlighter. Let's try it. I mean, you know, why not? Yeah, I think that works. Again, I don't know if it would be my go-to, but I thought just for the fun of it here, why not? Probably not ideal, but not bad. All right, let's take some of these Sonia G brushes here. I have some of her Kiyaki handled brushes, and let's go back into this shade right here that we were originally working with, and I'm just going to cover the eye with it. Now I have hooded eyes, and as I always repeat, it's not always a great idea to put the shimmer all over the eye, but I'm going to add back in some matte, and you'll see where we go with it. Okay, so right now I just kind of covered the eye, and I did put this into the inner corner of the eye where I do want some highlight to remain. Sticking with the same brush, I love these Sonia G Kiyaki brushes. I am going to go just hit the outside of the eye with this beautiful royal purple shade here, and I'm just going to kind of go like that and just move it around a little bit just to get some interest into the corner of the eye. I'm not really moving the brush too much, just putting it there and going in a big circle and under. And I'm going to do the same on the other side of the eye, just finding a little spot there, sticking it in and wiggling it around. Okay. And as you can see, that's just kind of giving it a little bit of depth and lift. What I'm also going to do, I'm going to do that a little bit more in a slightly different spot, just so we have it on there twice, sticking it on there and moving it around. Okay. And it just gave it a little bit of lift, and I'm going to use the point of the brush just to kind of connect it to the under part of the outside. Isn't that beautiful? I'm starting to like purple, you guys. You've changed me. Never used to. I have an idea for the green, so let's save it for a moment. Let's first do our gold, and what I want to do here is do the whole lid in gold. So I have a little bit of the purple on the side. I don't want to go into the inner corner because that is where I already laid down that beautiful reflective pink. And I know that's still leaving a lot of shine for my hooded eye, but I don't care. And I really want to lay on this gold. I mean, I really want it to be predominantly and obviously gold. I can go back after and put a little bit more purple on, but as you see, I'm not even tapping off the brush. I want an obvious gold. It's kind of fun. Obvious gold, and then I'm going to go back in to that original brush and take some of the pink and just put that on the top, just to tone that down a little bit there so that we don't have such an obvious delineation between the gold and the rest of the eye. And as I said, a little bit more purple doesn't hurt anything. Okay. Now, okay, let's get a fresh brush for this green. Let's do green as a drop shadow. That means just underneath the eye. And I want this to be fairly obvious. That means I don't want it to be subtle or sweet or you know, blurred. I want green, obvious green. See, this is me planning a look. Let's see if it worked out. I decided not to try it before we did. Okay, connect it. What do you guys think? Does it work? Yeah, I like it. I actually really, really like it. And I like it with this as kind of a, I'm going to do a little bit more there. It's kind of a very dark, kind of broody, bronzy blush too. I did a little bit more there. Kind of into this look. It feels really Cleopatra, doesn't it? I know I just overdid it as a blush, but I feel like it kind of called for it. What kind of a lip do you think? Right now, this is a Dior, the Dior liquid lip. I ordered the Dior sparkly liquid lip. Did you guys hear about that? It's not quite here yet, but we're going to talk about it. But this is a repackaging of and a reformulation that I never got to review. But I think it needs maybe a different lip. But it feels very like, I don't know, Cleopatra-like, I guess. I don't know. I love it. I love it. Sometimes Violette does things at Guerlain that intimidate me. Not intimidate me, put me too much out of my comfort zone. You know I don't really get intimidated. You can just wash off makeup. But I am really enjoying this look. This is a super fun party look or every day. You know, you gotta express yourself. All right, so let me know what you guys think. Do you like this look? Would you recreate this look for yourself at home? What do you think? Let me know all of these things. This is what makes us a community. Did you purchase it? Is $90 a bit much? It's certainly unique. You got to hand that to Guerlain. It is very, very unique. I want to know everything. Make sure that you subscribe. When you hit that subscribe button, it really helps me reach more people. So I appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up, all of that good stuff. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.